Mr. Murdoch, you used the term cover-up. From where does this culture of cover-up emanate, Mr. Murdoch?
I think from within the News of the World.
You told the Select Committee that Mr. Myler was appointed to find out, quotes, what the hell was going on. That's right, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, given that was his brief, what steps did you take to see whether Mr. Myler was discharging his brief?
I relied on Mr. Hinton, who's been with me for 50 years.
You told us that this was a very serious matter. It was capable of affecting the whole reputation of News International in the United Kingdom, and its poison was capable of seeping far... Just wait, Mr. Murdoch. Its poison was capable of seeping far further. Was not this an issue which required your personal attention?
Look, in hindsight, as I said later, which I thought we'd come to, I said that the buck stops with me.
But I was talking more directly about why you, given it was such an important issue, did not find out whether Mr. Myler was discharging his brief. Do you see that point?
I don't know what else I was doing at the time, but I trusted Mr. Hinton. I delegated that responsibility to Mr. Hinton.
Some might say that all this picture is consistent with one of a desire to cover up rather than a desire to expose.
Well,
would you agree
people
with that?
minds like yours, yes, perhaps. I'm sorry, I take that back. But, excuse me.
The question might be asked in this way. Here was a newspaper that was in your family that you had built up to be the largest selling newspaper in the UK, as I think the News of the World was.
Yes.
Yes.
As did everybody else.
That quite apart from the commercial side of it, you would really want to know, as you yourself put it, what the hell was going on. This was at the very core of your being. So that's why I think you'll be asked, well, were you not really intensely concerned to know what was going on, quite apart from everything else? Because this was you.
I have to admit that some newspapers are closer to my heart than others, but I also have to say that I failed.
Well, that may be, and I recognise...
I'm very sorry about it.
No, I recognise that. I wonder whether you would want to know what was the atmosphere or the climate within your newspaper that had encouraged the reporter to think that this was a correct way to proceed, that this was justifiable. Quite apart from how he got away with it, that's a separate question. But that actually, that the paper would be prepared to let this happen, would be prepared to go that extra illegal mile to get a story.
I think I said yesterday that I am guilty of not having paid enough attention to the News of the World, probably throughout all the time that we've owned it.